government agency in charge of building the Orange County toll roads as bankrupt, not only fiscally bankrupt, but also politically bankrupt, morally bankrupt, spiritually bankrupt, and ecologically bankrupt.
California has some beautiful country, the coastal sage scrub and the wetlands. The toll roads are going to seriously hamper conservation efforts.
Costa Mesa police were standing by, but there was no confrontation. A few of the people from nearby offices watched for a while. What do you think about this kind of stuff? Does it irritate you, or how do you feel about it?
I just think they should get a job. Yeah. You know, do something else besides wasting our taxpayers' money.
I don't know, I think you're wasting their time, you know.
Don't figure they'll get anywhere with this, huh?
Well, no, they're going to go ahead and build that road anyway.
A spokesman for the Transportation Corridor Agencies had very little comment about the protesters today. He said only we have done everything legally and according to environmental regulations. After about 3 hours, the demonstrators came down off the wall, rolled up their sign, and went away. Barney Morris, Channel 7 Eyewitness News, Costa Mesa.
Singers Garth Brooks and Billy Ray Cyrus won a lion's share of nominations for this.
The hospital where he is in critical condition. Lane.
Hyundai officials say they're ready for a legal fight and won't be stopped. But protesters are filing lawsuits, still trying to stop the project. Eyewitness News reporter Doug Barber has our story.
Heavy equipment's moving in as Hyundai prepares to build its billion-dollar computer chip plant.
As soon as we get ready, grading permit, we're going to start groundbreaking immediately.
At a news conference, project manager Dong-Soo Shin said Hyundai feels proud it received its wetlands fill permit from the Army Corps of Engineers.
This day would never have come true if it were not for the hard work and patience of many people who have helped Hyundai along the way. To them, I really say thank you.
People make me want to throw up, you know that? No deal, no compromise.
Protesters screamed and shouted, disrupting the news conference for the next 5 minutes.
We do not want destroyed habitat, and we will not accept that for this community.
Throughout the demonstration, Dong-Soo Shin continued his prepared remarks.
We would like to complete the facility by the end of 1996.
After the protesters were finally escorted out, Shin said Hyundai's opponents are running out of options.
They are so desperate. It means they are at the end of their fingertips.
But the real challenge to Hyundai now doesn't come from protesters and guerrilla theater. The real challenge is in the courts.
Well, I don't know if it's stoppable. I think that the project as proposed is contrary to law.
At least 4 legal challenges to the Hyundai project are being filed with the Land Use Board of Appeals and in federal court.
Federal law says that you can't build in a wetlands unless no reasonable alternative exists. I think when you look at the project at its current scale, it's clear reasonable alternatives exist, so they're not allowed to build in this wetlands.
Shin says Hyundai's ready to do legal battle.
And we are fully armed with all the legal weapons. So we're never going to go back.
Hyundai says it won't begin construction until it gets past any possible court injunctions. But they're ready to begin soon and say they'll work round the clock to get the computer chip plant up and running by the end of 1996. In West Eugene, Doug Barber, Eyewitness News.
Well, it has been just more than a half year since the Hyundai Corporation announced that it would bring a $1.3 billion computer chip plant to Eugene.
After close public scrutiny, state and federal agencies review, and several legal issues, work has begun on the site. Joe John Sante has more.
People make me want to throw up, you know that? This is ridiculous.
Not even a group of environmentalists crashing their press conference
No compromise.
could dampen the spirits of Hyundai officials today, now that they have most of the permits needed to build phase 1 and 2 of their computer chip plant.
This is indeed a proud moment for Hyundai, and soon all of Eugene will be proud too.
Already, survey work is being done on the site, and the heavy machinery is in place to start work on roads. Contractors have been hired, And plans have been made to start hiring workers for construction and for production beginning early next year. And if everything goes right for Hyundai, they expect to open their doors on phase 1 of the project by the end of 1996. For Hyundai and city officials, although it's been only a half year since their announcement, it has seemed much longer for them. Public hearings, extensive reviews, and waiting for permits.
We said early on, and we especially said at the time of the announcement, that we have in place in this state and this region a process that all businesses must go through if they want to do business here. We've gone through, this company has gone through that process. It's followed all the rules and regulations. It's negotiated in good faith, and that process has worked.
As for the protesters, they say they're willing to put their bodies in the way of workers at the site. That for them, this is only the beginning of their fight. Hyundai says it's the end of it.
All the way up to now, they might assume that we'll be denied to get all the permit, but we get the permit and moving forward. They are so desperate. It means they are at the end of their fingertips.
In Eugene, Joe Johnsante reporting for Newswatch.
Now,